Hi guys, my name is Wilfred and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager. Now this episode has been pre-recorded because I found that it is one of the more interesting races, a lot of dramatic moment all the way to the end and beyond. So I hope it is entertaining enough for you. My car team is called Marvel Zeros, and after the practice sessions, there are some pretty good social media kind of Twitter here and there on Marvel Zero, so I'm kind of positive about it. But then when it comes to the actual race day, guess what? It is raining. So the practice has been done on the dry tires, and so I haven't got any advantage using the wet tire or the intermediate. But none of the car teams have, none of my competitors have that kind of knowledge as well. So that's fine, all fair game. My race trim is level 3, 15% increase in performance because both of my drivers are kind of pretty knowledgeable in terms of feedback wise. There has been some shake-up in the lineup of my drivers as well as sponsorship and so on because as you recall, I had some kind of financial crisis going on. So hey, by the way, look at my setup here. It's beautiful. I managed to get everything rather nice, especially for Falco Engelhardt's one, which is nice. And interestingly, the grid position is 1 and 3 because it is reverse grid. I don't recall them coming up last actually, but somehow it is a reverse grid. So the first one would be Engelhardt, the third one would be Gomez. Interesting, can't quite recall that. So I'm trying to see if I would like to change some of the balance and so on, but I think I'll stick with what I've got. I've also sort of decided not to drive my tire to be too aggressive. So there are different driving styles. You can be a little bit more aggressive, that will eat up more tires. You can burn more fuel through the engine mode as well. So pole position is Engelhardt because my championship position is 21st. That's how it goes because he was a new driver coming in. So he's on pole, 5-9 coming out, and let's go for it. Put for high. Engelhardt didn't have a good start, so overtaken straight away and dropped to second position, threatened by the third position, which is Santa Ana, and lost the position as well. So the Engelhardt is just in front of the teammate Gomez, and Gomez has dropped down. Tan has took up the fourth position, and now because of reverse grid, the better driver kind of pushed themselves. But Tan took the third position as well. So Engelhardt kind of dropping to fourth and to the fifth. So it's sort of a little bit concerning. So I was thinking that maybe I shouldn't push too hard on the engine mode. So I want to just minimize the number of pit stop, because the more pit stop you have, especially in a wet race like this, it will just add up more time. So Engelhardt kind of dropped to the 6th position right now, and the Gomez is down to 13, 14. So Gomez is a pay driver, by the way. If you wonder where is Faith Anthony, well, she was the other driver, but I realized that Gomez is a pay driver, so if I bring him into the team, I'll get more money. So that's the reason why I'm getting Gomez in. I had some championship kind of difficulties, and also Gomez has a better marketability as well. So overall, with him around and with Engelhardt, I'm able to get more sponsorship. So I'm checking out the weather forecast and so on. The race is still pretty wet, so there's no opportunity or whatsoever to be creative here. I speed up the whole camera. So while I was just talking about the team shake-up, both of my drivers dropped down the order rather badly. So, but then you can see the tire kind of wear as well on the teams before him. You can see that it ate up a lot more tire. You see the dash on the dashboard on the left hand side. So I presume people are using more aggressive kind of mode in order to gain an advantage. I'm reluctant to push it too hard because the tire temperature right now is kind of optimal, and I'm just trying to play the long game here because sometimes you wouldn't know what's going to happen. It could be many things that can happen in wet weather. So now Gomez dropped to last, which is very, very disappointing. Engelhardt dropped to 17. So that is really about the where is the outlook right now. And by the way, I've learned a little bit on the sponsorship, on the finance as well, because my relationship with the chairman has been 100%, which is he's totally happy. And I can't really make him any happier than 100% happiness. So what I've done is that I've decided to take out a loan, take out more money from him. And he's actually not that happy, but that's fine. It's just one of those things. I'll earn back his happiness as I win races. Now, Engelhardt now managed to up to 13 for whatever reason. I think the tire track become less wet and his tire sort of like quite good as well. So he's going to, you see a sponsor objective there. If you go beyond 14th, you earn extra money and your chairman will be happy about it. So I am aiming to beat the 14th position. You can see the form factor as well. His 3.8 means that he's not that fantastic he's not that on form right now. So the field is going low, so I put in medium first. The tire is still a fair bit of, I've saved up a bit of tire, but the fuel is kind of getting low as well. Now, the next moment is kind of like quite crucial because I took my eyes off the dashboard a little bit and I forgot to look into the fuel. Now, the fuel is 1.63 laps on one side or whatever. So they're both burning the fuel in a similar strategy. And it's kind of scary because anything drop below 1 lap, I will run out of fuel. So, and both of them are of the same strategy, so they will have to stack at the pit. So that is rather bad. So now low fuel flash up on both of them. I'm on the second position because the rest of it took the pit stop. I need to pit as well, and I hope I don't miss the pit because I run out of fuel. That's how Motorsport do. So now I quickly switch because I realized that I don't really have an option. Then I pump enough fuel for 9 laps. I still need one more pit at least, and we'll see how the weather plays out. And I realized that I need to pit the other one as well, the Gomez Engelhardt. So I need to fill up everything. So now Engelhardt will go in first because he's on the second, and see how he come back up as he return back to track. So there's a stacking, unfortunate. Engelhardt go first, refilling, go out, no mistake, and the Gomez also fill up, no mistake. Gomez come up at 19, while Engelhardt come out at the 15th position. Both are below the sponsor objective, but it's still a long race. Never lose heart in this sort of thing. I am going into... Some actually put on a dry tire. You see the soft and the super soft. And okay, safety car is out. Shall we pit? Now, I have an option to pit. By pitting, I would get fresh tire and refuel. But then I was thinking, man, what should I do now? Because there is an opportunity for dry tire later on. So I decided to ignore, and I like to ignore the other one as well. So I'm running in 12th position, and I think some of them went into pit, and I think I went up a little bit. I can't remember, but so I'm stuck behind the safety car right now. And safety car is to collect all the cars until the first one, and after that we'll restart again, which is now the safety car is out. Well, the safety car led the rest of the cars to overtake, so as to join the queue to the front pack. So I didn't gain any. I don't think I've gained any advantage by not pitting, but you never know. When you go to pit, mistake could occur, and someone who went to pit together with you may come up ahead of you as well. And my pit crew is not really the world class pit crew, so I rather not risk it. So I am looking at it. 13. The car in front is 27 seconds, so it's a lot of kind of a gap there, because I need to close off the gap, and the safety car is 1 lap left. So I think I'm just trying to merge with the rest of the car. I don't know exactly how the whole thing goes, but I think I am allowed to race right now. Maybe there are 10 more laps left. I do not have enough fuel, so definitely I'll need to pit in kind of soon. So I'm kind of fine tuning. So I come back and join the queue. Then, well, somehow he asked whether I should be pitting or not, and at this moment I thought, yeah, maybe I've made a mistake because I should pit with the super soft tire. I filled up just nice. I think 9 laps. After pit stop, it's 9 laps remaining. So if I were to pit just now, I would still need to make one more pit stop anyhow. So, and I'm going to double stack again. So it's not really the ideal strategy. But what I am doing right now is that I'm putting on a set of dry tire that will get me up to the end of the race, while some of them are still left outside of intermediate. A lot of inter out there, the green one, the green band tire, if you see. So my team is coming in to the pit after the safety car is going back to garage when they start to race again. Let me see how the thing goes. It's a bit confusing with the safety car. So I'm looking at Engelhardt, and the safety car is heading to garage. So by now, I think people can start to race. Now it's racing speed, but I have to go back, and a lot of people went back to pit as well. So it's a pit chaos right now here. Refill, everything is fine. Stacking, Gomez has to be sacrificed, compromised. Coming back on the 14th position, so I lost some position there, but I've got the dry tire. So anybody in front with the intermediate, the green band, will have to come back in again. So it is 14th place, trying to fight back up again. The car behind is less than a second, but the car in front is 2.7 seconds. So now it's back to racing speed, and my eyes on Engelhardt, and he managed to push it to the 13th position, 9th position as well, because some more pitted into the lane. So now I'm at 9th position, possibly the best position I can have so far in this season. As for Gomez, because his race was compromised by double stacking twice, so there's not really a chance for him to do anything good. And also because he's not really a good driver anyway. I got him as a pay driver, so it's just one of those things. I need the money as well. Engelhardt now at 9th position, pushing in, and I have a couple of left. I am actively monitoring my fuel consumption to bring the fuel back to normal when required, to see whether there are any excess kind of like fuel or not. So that is the only thing I do. I can't be aggressive on the tire because the tire can only last until the end of the race, just nice. And also for super soft, after you are down to 20%, I would be it will fall off the cliff from a performance perspective. So now you can see the tires are already heating up, and there's nothing I can do. 4 more laps to go. I still have excess fuel, and I lost a position. I lost 2 positions, but he is going to fight back 1 on the 10th, and he's fighting with the Engelhardt is fighting with the wow, how to pronounce it, man, Vananen. So he's out there trying to overtake Vananen, and now I can put back on the high kind of fuel consumption, giving him the advantage out there. Now the first position still need to pit, and I suspect anybody in front of me, quite a number of them need to pit as well, like Sabado as well as Vananen. Both will need to pit because I don't think they have enough tire until the end, but we shall see. Okay, so there are some team order being issued for Sadat to pass Roger. So and Sabado, sorry. So Sabado took up the position. I think they are on a different strategy. One on the super soft, the other one on the soft. But in any case, Engelhardt is still pushing up there. 2 more laps to go. I think in retrospect, I could be a little bit more aggressive on the tires. in retrospect, I think I could have done that a little bit better on my tire. But then the tire temperature is already high, so if I push it to more aggressive, I run the risk of overheating the tire anyway. So now I'm going in a 9th position, the best kind of result so far on the season. One more lap to go, chasing after Van Anen. And I think Van Anen's performance will fall out off the cliff very soon. Final lap, probably running out of time, but we shall see how the thing go. 1.6 seconds, 1.5 seconds, 1.583 seconds, no improvement to that. 1.6 seconds. So Engelhardt is not going to chase after the other one, Van Anen, but nor Santa Ana is going to overtake ours. So we are getting close, and that's it. The car, the race has ended, and we have finished the 9th position, the best result in the season. Both drivers managed to beat the sponsorship objectives, and it's a good result for the team, Marvel Zeros, with the winner from Arbeloa. Is it a Spanish flag out there? It could be. So now that is the end of the race, and after that, as always, I would like to review the result and see what happened to other car teams as well. I think most of them are doing 2 stops, and we have done 2 stops, so I think our strategy is pretty alright. There are some 3 stops that beat us as well. I'm trying to understand why they beat us. Maybe just better car in general. So it is an Inter to super soft. So I think that is pretty much the overall objective. Overall strategy that people have there. And I'm looking at now is the inspection there, checking the car, and unfortunately, they have found that my engine has used an illegal part, and with that, I lost 2 places. Also lost $100,000, but that's more than that because I lost the engine as well. The engine cost me at least 1.5 million to make, so I've lost quite a lot of money in this race. Although I've gained some, position, and it's rather unfortunate. It's a very, very dramatic race in a sense because we try to get some good result, but unfortunately in the end it's just not quite making it. So, but anyway, like Mauricio said, it could have been worse. So at least we have got it across the line and got the sponsorship money. And from a financial perspective, I think that is the most important thing because I need all the money I can to continue financing the team there. And and I'm a driver because he has finished 11th position and still can improve. I do not know why Gomez cannot improve after this. So, and I just realized that Engelhardt doesn't really have a lot of consistency. I think he needs to improve a lot on that department. But he has other good stats as well, and his marketability is pretty high, if I'm not wrong. His morale is pretty high as well. 7th position. So the chairman's happiness is plus 24%. I've got $500,000 from the sponsors, so that is overall not too bad. The race to race expenses is just below 1 million, which is also not too bad. But like I said, I've lost an engine, so I need to develop one. So the penalty is like another 1.5 million, which is a lot of money. But it's just one of those things. I mean, if you go by the rule, you could, but sometimes what's the fun in life? You can't if you don't take some risk, which I've done it. So yeah. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and happy playing your Motorsport Manager. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.